Hello! Hello. How's everyone doing this evening? Thank you for swinging by. It's been a few weeks. It's been a few weeks since we last played some of the Final Fantasies on this channel. Yeah, we're back on 14. Yeah, kind of still working on knocking out Beast Tribe quests for the day because I didn't really get a chance to do it earlier. So we're just gonna knock some of that out real quick. I think that I just need to grab these. There we go. Just need to grab those, and we're gonna bring them right on back over to the base. And yeah, we can wrap these up. I'm behind by a day. I'm behind by a day because I forgot to do these on Monday before stream. So now I'm a little bit behind, but it's fine. I'm not terribly far behind in terms of like doing the quest stuff. But at the very least, these are still the Beast Tribe quests are still good for getting experience for jobs that you don't really level that quickly, or just leveling jobs in general. So basically, the itinerary for today is we're gonna be doing some role quests. We're gonna be doing the role quests for Endwalker, and it's gonna be kind of a cozy stream, kind of a more cozier stream. You know, nothing too crazy. We're just gonna kind of vibe. You know, we're just gonna vibe. Gonna practice some voice acting because I'm not expecting these to be voiced. And just kind of do some content, get a chance to knock some content out that I've been slacking off on for the most part. How close is this gonna get? Like a third away to 85 on Monk. That's fine. All right. So the way these will work is like if you've played through Shadowbringers, generally, the role quests are basically a series of like different quests that are meant for like specific roles. You have DPS, healer, tank. In terms of DPS, there's like 3 different categories of DPS, which is they made a 3rd category of DPS specifically for Endwalker. Either Alderbones, how you doing? Thank you for swinging by. Hope you're doing well. Howdy, howdy. Hope you are having a delightfully spooky evening. Let's see. Where was it? Hall of the Radio Host. That's where we need to go. Not sure how long I'll be able to stay. We've got a storm and the power's already acting up. Oh, shit. Yeah, no worries. No worries. Just make sure you stay safe, okay? Just make sure you stay safe. Yeah, it's like I heard something about I think I heard something about there being a storm somewhere. But yeah, it's like if that's gonna be a case, yeah, definitely put your own safety as a priority. No worries. If you need to dip out at any point, I will not hold it against you. But hopefully you can be able to stay for a little bit at the very least. Hopefully you can be able to stay for a little bit. Yeah, because this is basically just gonna be like we're basically just gonna chill for the most part and just do some fucking content. We're just gonna chill and do some content. Oh, I just kind of realized an issue that my little Void Reaper avatar is kind of blocking the chat thing. Should I keep the Void thing up or should I put it away? Should I put the avatar away or the Void Scent away? So that the chat can show up on the stream, or is it alright if I like keep it up? Because I just kind of realized since I've been having the chat show up on stream lately. Let's see. I mean, depending on how much people really care about it. Fine as is, liking it there. Okay. as long as people are okay with it. As long as people are okay with it. Alright, so, as I was mentioning earlier, if you play through Shadowbringers, similar kind of system, each class role has their own quest line, relevant to some of the events of the expansion. In Shadowbringers, it was the hunt of very specific Sin Eaters. Here we're going to be, I'm assuming we're going to be hunting very specific Blasphemies. They were creatures that were created essentially during the events of Endwalker. So there's roles for tank, healer, tank, healer, melee DPS, ranged DPS, and magical DPS. Those are the categories. We're gonna kind of start with melee DPS, since that's the one I'm kind of like closest in, and then depending on how long it takes to kind of go through each of them, I'm shooting for like an hour, within an hour each, for each one, give or take. Once we kind of get through like the first one, then we'll jump into the next one. And then keep on going and see how go, and so on and so on and so forth. So that's the plan at the very least. I don't know how long these quests are. They start at 85, so they can't be that long. They can't be probably not as long as the Shadowbringers ones. They're probably a lot more condensed. But we'll see. We'll find out. I haven't even started them yet, so we're gonna find out. This is for the melee DPS. The Lominsan delegate would entreat your aid in dealing with a grave threat back home. Let's see. Jesus. That hairstyle does not fit a Rogadine at all. It does not. I'm sorry. That hairstyle just does not fit a Rogadine at all. Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I just can't agree with that.
Calamite, on behalf of Admiral Blofiswin, I thank you for your many deeds in service to Limsa Lominsa. On behalf of my people, I thank you for your efforts in delivering this star from catastrophe. Unfortunately, we have received troubling tidings that beasts akin to those that plagued Ratat Han have been sighted on the Lanostan coast. The Admiral has mustered the Maelstrom in hopes of quelling the threat, yet there is much we do not understand about our foe, and as such, your expertise in this arena would be a great boon to us. Will you help us?
Wouldn't be much of a hero if I refused, would I?
Excellent! The Admiral will be heartened to have your knowledge and martial prowess on our side, I am certain. Pray, set sail for Limsa as soon as you are able. The Secretariat at Maelstrom Command will apprise you of the details upon your arrival.
Look, guys.
Alright. Back to Limsa. Yeah, the other reason I wanted to do these on stream is like it's a good chance for me to like practice different voices, you know? Gotta get that voice acting practice in. As long as I don't strain myself too much. Alright. Alright. Square Enix removed the AFK, the auto kick timer in game. So the AFK dancers in Limsa are back. The AFK dancers in Limsa are back. In full fucking force. Let's see. I think I need to go to the aft. Oh, here we go. Yeah, aft castle. Hope everyone's been having a good week so far. I know it's Wednesday. It's hump day. It's the middle of the week. But yeah, it means you're that much closer to the weekend. It means that you're that much closer to the weekend. Our man in Ratat Han told us to expect you. I'll inform the Admiral of your arrival. Boop, boop. Let me know if I need to turn the game audio up any. Hello, best leader. Glad you could join us, Calamite. I only wish it was under better circumstances. The grave news from the bounty has not escaped our ears. I can scarce begin to imagine the horrors you have witnessed there. Although you and the Scions have averted the final days, blasphemies continue to appear in certain regions, Vilbrand among them. Tell them what we know. The first report came a few days ago, from one of our men patrolling Skull Valley. He spoke of a fearsome creature unlike any native to our shores. While we had our suspicions, it was only later that a connection to the final days was confirmed by a most unlikely source, the Sahagin. We've been treating their temper for some time now, and many have made a full recovery. Owing to this, some factions are eager to improve diplomatic relations with Limsa. It is one such faction that has provided the most comprehensive reports in all their alarming detail. They speak of a most dreadful sight, their spawn brothers transforming into horrific beasts before their very eyes. Indeed, it is far too similar to the incidents in Ratzat Han to be mere coincidence. If our assumptions are correct, the first and most formidable of the beasts, a blasphemy as it was decided we could call them, prowls our waters as we speak. We may have been spared the final days, but so long as this abomination remains to harry us, we cannot truly say the storm has passed. Get used to these nautical puns. I'm full of them. I've been so busy with lately, and I've been looking for ways to de-stress, and that's just one of them. So deal with it. Fortunately, there's been no sightings of the blasphemy within the city. Nevertheless, if we are to spare our people the horror that befell Ratzat Han, the fiend must be dealt with, and quickly. Despite our investigative efforts, we remain very much in the dark as to the precise nature of the threat we face. Were we to recklessly dispatch large numbers of troops, we'd run the risk of having our own men corrupted. You can well imagine the carnage that would ensue. As such, Admiral Blofuswin has decided to keep those involved to a minimum, and lead the investigation herself. Hey, nice, we can work directly with her. And I would ask to have you at my side. What say you? Fuck yeah! You have my thanks. We will depart at once to meet with our Sahagin allies and gather what knowledge we can, that we might devise a proper plan of attack. They are due to arrive at South Tide Gate soon. I'll go on ahead and wait for you there. Alright. Let's go South Tide. Oh yeah. Wait, is that... Where is that? Oh, it's all the other way out in Western. Yeah, let's just teleport. I could probably just take a boat for cheaper, but it's not like it's that much more expensive to teleport over there. Yeah, it's like you don't really get too many opportunities to actually interact with the nation leaders. It's actually kind of surprising. So it's good that they're, at least with the Admiral, as far as the Admiral is concerned, like, working with her directly, it's like, fuck yeah, I'll gladly accept that. I will gladly work with her. She really is the most interesting of the nation leaders, I feel. It's well past our agreed upon meeting time, but the Sahagin are nowhere to be seen. They did not seem the sorts to break their word. This bodes ill. Let us leave this place to the gods, and search Halfstone for any sign of them. Alright. Yeah, there might be problems. There might be problems. There might be problems. I never really did do... Oh, that is a problem. That is very much a problem. Noel's in danger. Quickly, to his aid. Defeat the Fell Beast. Which Fell Beast? Okay, am I missing something here? Wait. Well, oh, shit. Oh, okay, I missed the other marker. I was looking at this thing. I was looking at this fucking creature. And I was like, am I gonna attack this thing? But nah, it's like, okay, there it is. I confused myself. I very much confused myself. Off to a great start. Oh man, Realm Reborn music. Been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while. And I'm not even gonna. Well, I can do one. There we go. Oh. Okay, and there those ones go. Alright, you can do it. Come on.
Many thanks, Endwalker. Pray tell, is my companion safe?
Yeah, Merleweb's got your friend.
The Admiral herself comes to aid. Glad tidings indeed. You too have my boundless gratitude for saving my life. Let's quit this place before those beasts return.
I don't know if that's actually how Sahagin sounds. I'm kind of giving it my best guess. Exactly. Exactly. Fish noises just go. Everyone's alive. Good. But not if we stay out here too long. Inside, quickly. I never really did the fucking Realm Reborn Beast Tribe quests. I think mainly because, like, I realized how long it was going to take to actually do them, and I was just like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to go focus on the story. And then I was like, oh god, the Realm Reborn story is so long.
Thank you, my friends. Those ghastly beasts will remain short work of us had you not intervened. And yet, it brought me no joy to watch them die, for, unbelievable as it may sound, until a short while ago, they were none other than our very own Spawn brothers. At first we thought them merely cursed, but our talismans and magic availed us not.
That is that really is putting a strain. Okay. Excuse me. Aye, 'twas no curse. 'Twas an evil like no other. Innocent souls transformed against their will into unholy beasts called Blasphemies.
Blasphemies. Pray, tell us more.
That would be your area of expertise, Calamite. Okay, so basically, if you get too many bad everything gets bad emotions. You get too many bad emotions, you turn into one of those bad things, and, the cure is to just not have bad feelings. Don't have bad feelings. Don't feel sad, forehead.
Turned into beasts by the power of despair. This is horrifying indeed.
Thus far, the phenomenon here at Lanoska has been limited to the Sahagin. Why is that?
But I cannot say. And I wonder if the crushing tide are involved in some way.
I know not of this crushing tide.
Word of them has let you reach you, I see. It all began when the Indigo Matriarch, the queen of our kind, was stricken with a grave malady.
Oh, that's not good.
Tragic as this was, there was one small solace. She was not fond of soulwalkers, and so, deprived of her leadership, more of my kind came to see the wisdom in making peace with Limsa. There are many, of course, those who would oppose our cause. They formed a group called the Crushing Tide. Even now, they seek to summon the Lord of Waterloo and consign all finless ones into the briny deep. However, they lack the crystals necessary to do so. Denied the power they crave, they cannot but gnash their teeth in desperation.
And you suspect these feelings of helplessness are the cause of their transformations.
Just so. Those of us Spawn brothers who turned into those beasts had been fraternizing with the Crushing Tide. Despite our differences, we cannot abandon our kin to such a cruel fate. Yet we must be careful not to drive them to still deeper despair. Yes, we must consider the situation carefully, lest we bring destruction upon all our kind.
Tell me this. Are the Crushing Tide even now under Leviathan's thrall? If freed from their drowned state, might they not listen to reason?
Well, it's only so simple. All but a few are long since cured. They walk this path of their own free will.
In that case, they may yet be dissuaded from their present course. For the sake of our nascent alliance, we will do all we can to save your brethren. Oh, geez, Corey. Fortunately, a most capable ally stands with us, for this man has bested many a formidable foe, including Leviathan. Yeah, I can solo that boss now.
A great Catholic Mammon, in the flesh, I am honored to stand in your presence.
Together we will weather this storm and usher in a new age of harmony. This I swear. And so they woke up and chose violence, huh? Yep, sounds about right. Pretty much. So it seems like this one rogue group of Sahagin just decided to go, fuck you guys. We're part of Club Leviathan all the way. We're part of the Leviathan Club. Fuck you. There is much to be done. For now, let us return to our homes and prepare as best we can for the trials ahead. Should we discover aught of value, we'll be sure to share it with you. I ask that you do the same.
Indeed we shall. Until such time, I watch over my spawn brothers and pray that no more succumb to the change.
Ooh. That voice kind of puts a little bit of extra surprising amount of strain on because I'm like trying to adjust my tongue accordingly. And
Try.
well, because normally when I try to do that,
Well, try to do that first. I usually exaggerate a lot more.
but now I'm like trying to subdue that a bit to try and figure the appropriate response or kind of voice. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. Ah, there we go. I knew it was a good idea to have tea this evening. All right. Oh yeah, everyone's gathering. Everyone's gathering. All right. Let me go ahead and let the cat in real fast. Actually, she's throwing a fit. There we go. Alright, both cats are in the room now. Corey was the one that was making was crying at the door, and Midnight decided she wanted in as well. Honkies, you want to be where the portable AC is. Holy shit, Capri Sun. Yeah, it's a Goulet pouch. So that asset was done by one Rigger Morp, Dullahan, VTuber, artist, and all-around good egg. Welcome back. Thanks to you and Noel, I now possess a proper understanding of the challenge we face. 'Tis a daunting task that lies before us. We'll continue to cooperate with the Sahagin to learn all we can. Once we've located the Blasphemy, I will have need of your strength. Till then, I ask that you remain at the ready. Clearly, the storm clouds have only begun to gather. I told you we were not going to be done with these nautical puns yet, so get used to it. Oh, jeez. Oh, Corey found her box. Corey found her box. Alright. So, oh, 86. Oh, are they going to be in the increments of 5 levels then? Increments of, so, maybe 85. So if it started at 85, then we got 86, 87, 88, and 89. We're probably going to be going through them like that. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how long it takes to knock these out. Recent developments. Your timing could not be better. The Admiral has just this moment returned from meeting with the Sahagin. I shall inform her of your arrival. Yeah, I figure I'm hoping to be able to knock at least 2 role quest lines tonight. Hopefully be able to knock at least 2 of them out. Ah, Calabates, I'm glad you're here. We have decided on our next course of action. As you know, we face 2 distinct but interconnected challenges. The transformations occurring among the Sahagin may be one, but the blasphemy itself is the root of the problem. Thus far, those who succumb to the change have all been affiliated with the Crushing Tide, who continue to resist our diplomatic efforts. Were we to put a stop to the phenomenon, as well as address their grievances, we may have a chance at peace. To that end, I would propose a double-pronged approach. On one front, we shall work in tandem with our Sahagin allies to redouble our patrols. Should the blasphemy surface, we will share this knowledge and move immediately to dispatch the threat. At the same time, we will pursue a dialogue with the Crushing Tide. We need to bring them back to the negotiating table and see what can be done to convince them to stand down. A key point will no doubt be the lingering issue of securing land for their spawning grounds. It is a discussion I intend to approach with an open mind. It will be no easy task, but we've succeeded with the kobolds, and I have faith that we will succeed with the Sahagin as well, so long as we parley in good faith. I can only hope the Crushing Tide will share that sentiment. You're wise to temper your expectations, but I would not have abandoned hope ere we try. At any rate, Norla sent word that one Dao, a priest who styles himself the leader of the Crushing Tide, has grudgingly agreed to hear us out. I will parley with him face to face at the Sapsa spawning grounds, and would have you at my side, if you do not object by it, that is. Someone's gotta make sure you don't get fucking shot. Excellent. In that case, pray join me at South Side Gate when you are ready. From there, we will go together. Alright. Back over here. Yeah, it's like probably a good thing that I did one of the things I was trying to do like in preparation for these quest lines was to level. I've been trying to level each of the respective class I wanted to bring in for these quests, which works out well because they're all the classes I actually wanted to level. So, and yeah, I got one of each at least one of each category, so we're good on that. And most of them are at level 8. I think all of them are at level 89 right now. So hopefully I can be able to like. For the ones that are 89, like Reaper is the only one I have at 90 at the moment. And then I'll probably do some work on getting Dark. I think Dark Knight needs to get a little bit caught up, but I've been doing some fate grinds to level that. All prepared, are you? Though is not known for his patience, we must take care not to incur his ire. I was told he would be at the spawning grounds upon our arrival, but it appears he has been delayed. Let us speak with the Sahagin here. Mayhap one of them will be able to shed light on what may be keeping him. One more thing. I come here as a representative of Limsa Lominsa on a diplomatic mission. Should the talks deteriorate and things come to blows, I cannot be seen to bloody my hands. I trust that you understand. And with that, let us be off. Oh, yeah, sure. Have me do the murder. Have me do the murdering. Got it. Alright. At least this is interesting. Like, we actually have her following us for a bit. I don't know if I can mount up without losing her. Never, like... Oh yeah, I think we can, because I think I did that in another open world spot that had, like, escorts.
What is it? We are fixing so likely to improve intrude upon our sacred spotting grounds.
Pray, forgive our intrusion. We seek an audience with Speaker Dao. Where might we find him?
You will do not show such things, Endwalker. We have not forgiven what you did to Lord Leviathan. Be gone!
We won't get much out of this one. Let's try elsewhere. It's a good thing I don't have to worry about aggroing any of these enemies. They know not to fuck with me. They know not to fuck with me.
Why do you trespass on our domain, vile Endwalkers?
We mean you no harm. We come only for peaceful parley with your leader, Master Dao. Where might we find him?
We desire no parley with the Endwalkers who would steal our home. Were it not for your insatiable selfishness, we Shahagin would grow and flourish.
Your grievances are justified. That is why I would speak with Master Dao and work toward a peaceful solution.
Empty words from the thieving Endwalker. But so be it. Soon you shall learn the futility of your efforts. Speaker Dao is currently overseeing security at the spawning grounds. You will find him by the entrance, though mark my words, you will wish you hadn't.
We shall see. I thank you for your aid. Yeah, we'll see about that. Let's, yeah. Prep Sal first. Prep that. Because I have a feeling this is probably gonna turn into fisticuffs really fucking fast. What? Oh god, it's actually, it has been a while since I came in here. Holy shit. It actually has been a while since I last came in here. Hey there.
Endwalkers in our spawning grounds. To what do I owe the displeasure?
Speaker Dao, I presume? Our apologies for entering into your home unannounced. I am Merle Bluffiswan, Chief Admiral of Limsa Lominsa, and this is Calamite Bourbon. We come seeking a parley that we might strive for peace between our peoples.
Parley, you say?
Prolonging this conflict any further will lead to only needless suffering. The menace both our people face is great indeed. If ever there was a time to set aside our differences and come together for the greater good, it is now. I invite you to join us at South Tidegate for formal negotiations.
Endwalkers and Shahagin coming together. What assurance do I have that you will not slit our guilds the moment we set foot within your territory?
I can never offer naught but my word. We open our gates to you and invite you into our home as a show of respect.
I do not trust you, Endwalker, but let it never be said that thou of the crushing tide was a coward. I accept your offer, but attempt any treachery or subterfuge, and your people will drown in their own blood.
Very well, Master Dao. I look forward to a productive discussion. Let us return then. I shall send word to Noel as well. I would have our Sahagin allies join us at the parley. It does kind of look like he's got a fucking head crab on. He does kind of look like that. Like, okay, I think it's like a crown of sorts. Yeah, but it does kind of look like he's got a head crab on. It does kind of look like that, doesn't it? Alright. Thankfully, I can fly up there now. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, all this stuff that was actually up here. I'm still not used to just the idea of being able to fly in Realm Reborn areas. It's still like one of those things I'm getting used to because it's like for so long it's just like no, you're stuck to the land. And it wasn't until like fairly recently that we were able to fly in Realm Reborn areas. Got his own escort, as expected. Thank you for joining us here, Master Dao.
Your here sickens me. Be brief.
Aye, let us get straight to the heart of the matter. A common threat looms before us, one more powerful than any primal, with the potential to bring death without end to both Sahagin and Lominsan alike. These circumstances call for swift and united action. You doubt our intentions, but I remind you that we have liberated many of your kin from a Leviathan's enthrallment. They and countless other Sahakin have joined us, of their own free will, that we may ensure the survival of both our peoples.
Aye, by their deeds have the Lominsans proven themselves worthy of our trust.
Master Dao, you and your crushing tide want only to secure a future for your people. I say to you, this can only be done by confronting this threat together.
Threats. What is this threat you think of?
Speak of. There, words.
If it is unity you claim, then submit yourself to our command. Be as the Serpent Reavers. They are the only Shawwalkers I deign to call friend.
The Serpent Reavers, eh? You would ask us to willingly surrender ourselves to your Lord of the Whirl.
I'll do for that, and that alone will ensure peace between us. Preposterous! You propose not alliance but servitude. This way lies nothing but death for Sardine. Do you hear this, my spawn brothers? The Shawwalkers have stolen this one's mind. He decries Lord Leviathan and espouses the lunacy of our sworn foes. These treacherous wretches have abandoned our god and conspire to drive we faithful from our ancestral home. We cannot, we must not let this stand.
Oh shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, this is bad. This is bad. It's got the fart gas. It's got the fart gas.
They side with the faithless ones and blaspheme our Lord Leviathan. They used to steal our spawning grounds and slaughter our children. Our future! Our future!
And there it is. Oh no. Oh no.
Behold, behold this blessing. Lord Leviathan grants us greater and greater strength.
You would call this a blessing? Must be the lead paint they put on themselves. Oh man. Yeah, it's like, nah, they definitely like I have a feeling this Dao Sagane is definitely doing something to cause some of them to like side with them.
That's horrid! Flee for your lives!
Uh-oh. You better run fast. The beast makes for airport. I leave this place to you. Wait, what? Fuck. Alright. Sure. And of course they...
Splendid! Let all the Spawn Brothers be blessed with such power!
The little feats, I know, right? Alright. Time for murder. Alright, let's see. Yep, already got Sao prepped up. Let's see how quick this will go. I fucked that one up. Jeez. Is she? Well, it went down all the same. It went down all the same. It's fine. I fucked up my rotation, but it's fine.
This is exactly time you save my life, Endwalker. My gratitude is as boundless as the sea. But what of the Admiral? We must go to her aid.
I'm sure she's fine. I'm sure she's fine. She's tough. She's a former pirate. She knows what she's doing. Ah, yep. See? All taken care. Oh. Oh. I was too late. I'm sorry.
There's no need for apologies. You are not responsible for my people's plight. But what I cannot fathom is Tao's response. How pleased he was to see his brothers become slavering beasts.
Your feet are clipping into the ground, by the way. I don't mean to alarm you. The fool believes it a blessing from Leviathan himself. Any hope for a peaceful solution will be lost should Tao and his crushing tide manage to wield these transformations as a weapon against us.
I shudder at the very thought, and yet the true threat, the blasphemy, is still out there, yes?
Just so. The first ones to transform are those who have fallen into the deepest depths of despair. The more painful their anguish, the more fearsome and formidable they become in their bestial forms, and the greater their influence over others.
We can scarcely hope to stand against a legion of such foes. Would that there was more my people could do to help.
I will have the Maelstrom patrol the seas for the blasphemy, that we might slay it with all due haste. But this may well amount to naught. If the blasphemy too was born from a Sahagin, it could be sheltering in the depths beyond the reach of our ships. Shit, that's actually a good point. Fuck. Underwater blasphemies.
In that case, please allow my spawn brothers and I to serve as your eyes beneath the sea.
Thank you, Noel. Through our efforts combined, we might yet weather this threat. As for your brothers who gave their lives today for our cause, I shall see that they are returned home to be laid to rest as they deserve.
You have my gratitude, Admiral.
And with that, we should return as well. There is much work to be done, and would see it done quickly. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so basically, this is what they... For those who haven't gone through Endwalker, this is what people turn into when they feel an exorbitant amount of despair and helplessness. Like, fear, despair, agony, sorrow, like, a large amount of all of these negative emotions combined causes you to turn into one of these. And this was triggered by the bloody Ascians. It was triggered by the Ascians when they started the final days. And now, like, the entire planet essentially has to deal with this kind of threat for however long. Basically, might actually be just like a fucking indefinite threat. Like, I don't know if there's any way to, like, permanently cure it. I mean, we managed to avert the final days, but there's still, like, God, how do I fucking explain this? Like, it's a big enough a threat to be, like, this is gonna be a terrible fucking comparison. This is probably gonna be a terrible fucking comparison, so I apologize ahead of time, but it's like how, like, COVID is now one of the things that we have to be actively aware of going forward. Even if the threat, it gets, like, diminished over time, it's still going to be a persistent threat. Calamite, I was just sharing our findings. So you see, the danger is exactly as the Sahagin described. While Dao and his ilk have no means of forcibly triggering the phenomenon at present, it is plain they intend to seek one out. Redouble our patrols offshore and inform me at the first sign of anything out of the ordinary. Shall be done, Admiral. I worry that we may be stretching ourselves too thin. Should the situation take a turn for the worse, I will recall our forces from Garlemald, yet I would reserve that as a last resort. For now, I must get to work securing reinforcements. I ask that you remain close by. We may have need of your strength all too soon. Yeah. Alright, is this going to be 87? Yep, 87. Secretariat appears to have been waiting for you. The Admiral left a message for you, and the news is not good. It appears that a Lominsan merchant ship was assailed by a Sahagin raiding party affiliated with the Crushing Tide. Oh, balls. To further complicate matters, the vessel in question was carrying a shipment of crystals supplied to us by the kobolds of Ogamoro. The Admiral suspects that Dao means to use the plundered crystals to summon Leviathan. She has gone to meet with Noel that we and our Sahagin allies might take action. She bids you to join her immediately. Should the worst come to worst, your experience in combating primals may prove essential. Pray, make for South Tide Gate and rendezvous with Admiral Bluffison at once. Oh boy. Shit just continues to get worse. Shit just keeps getting worse. Burp. Yeah, I was like, I wasn't sure how long these quests were going to be, but this might actually be a little bit longer. It might actually take a little bit longer to knock these out than I initially expected. But we'll see. We'll see how long it takes. Let's see. We've been streaming for an hour so far, so probably like an hour and a half. We'll probably be shooting for like an hour and a half to finish one quest line. Or one quest series, I guess. Thank you for coming, Calamite. The situation is grim. The Crushing Tide plundered one of our trading ships and seized a goodly stash of Ogamoro crystals.
Though their aim is clear, it appears they yet lack the quantity needed to perform the summoning. Dao longs for the days when every Sahagin cried out for Lord Leviathan's deliverance, and was stopped at nothing to see them return. I cannot fathom what the Crushing Tide are thinking. What satisfaction, what happiness can be found in giving over their hearts and minds to a false god?
And so we must thwart their designs, lest the bonds we have forged be forever broken. Yeah! Oh shit, hello! Hello! Right, yo! Titanium! Thank you so much for the raid! Holy shit! How you doing? One sec. Oh, you have a very long name. Yeah, I managed to get all my stream element stuff working, so let's see. There we go. Spooky! Indeed! Hello! Thank you so much for the raid! Thank you! Oh, you playing Smash Brothers? Oh shit, I haven't played that in a good fucking while.
A new mortal has found the cemetery. Enjoy your stay.
Hey Tong, thank you for the follow. Thank you, and welcome. I like spooky. Yeah, well, you've come to the right place. Welcome raiders. I am Sawin. I am a Wraith VTuber that streams from an abandoned cemetery. Yes! And yes, our objective today, we're playing Final Fantasy XIV, and...
A new mortal has found the cemetery. Enjoy your stay.
Tempest Beats, hello! Thank you also for the follow. Welcome. Oh, welcome. Yeah, we're playing Final Fantasy XIV today, and our objective today is to complete the various role quests that are available for Endwalker. And that does indeed involve killing certain monsters called Blasphemies. Was like, bruh, no, the perfect VTuber to raid. Oh, man. Well, I'm glad that you chose me. Actually pretty funny since I'm hosting Family Feud game with Smash. Oh shit, oh man, that sounds like an enjoyable chaos. That sounds like an enjoyable chaos. Oh man. Oh, but yeah, if you type !social, that's SOCIAL, it'll bring up the link to my Twitter page. You can follow me on Twitter to be up to date on whatever I am working on, whether it's like small projects, video skits, any plans for streams, and whatnot. And yeah, it basically just keeps up to date on whatever the fuck I'm working on. If you type in !Discord, it'll bring up the link to my Discord server. The Abandoned Cemetery is a spooky chill place to hang out at, and you can be quickly notified of when I go live for raids. Thank you again for the raid, and for anyone that wishes to stick around.
I hope you have a terrifyingly fun time.
Thank you so much again for the raid, Titanium. Really appreciate it. I opened up those commands for the general public to use because initially I thought that I kept them at a moderator level to like prevent spam. But I figured why not? Let's just open it the fuck up to everyone. Open those the fuck up to everyone in case anyone needs it. That was pretty cool. I'm glad you enjoy it. That never gets old. So to kind of give a quick brief on what's been going on. We're working with a Sahagin that resides around Limsa Lominsa because a rogue group is essentially kind of causing problems that are attempting to disturb relations with the Sahagin and the city of Limsa Lominsa. So, and apparently this rogue group is trying to do some fuckery, so we're gonna have to put a stop to said fuckery. That was really cool. Glad you enjoy it. Oh shit. Okay. Before we go any further, Sonic Wolf, thank you for the Bean Boozled redeem. Still got those on hand. Yeah, quick snack. We'll have a quick snack before we progress to the next bit. Quick snack. Let's see. This is going to be dirty dishwasher or birthday cake. Thank you for the redeem. Bottoms up. Oh. No. It was dirty dishwasher. Damn it. We had such a long streak of good beans. I suppose it was only a matter of time before we got a bad one. I suppose it was only a matter of time. Yeah, we got the shitty one. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Yeah. Thank you for that. Get that taste out of my mouth. Fuck. Wash it down. Yeah. Thank you for that. Get beans. Oh boy, did I get beans. No, it's like we had a really long streak of good beans. So I guess it was only a matter of time before we got a bad one. Anyway, thank you again for the redeem. All right, getting back into it. By the same token, we cannot ignore the blasphemy, nor the transformations its presence may bring about. A battle on two fronts, neither of which we can commit to at the expense of the other. As we sail into the eye of the storm, I would hear your counsel. What course of action would you propose? No, I will not hear any proposals of reducing the amount of nautical puns that you will be hearing. We are in this for the long haul. It's all down here from here. Oh no. There's still a good amount of beans in that box too, so it's like, oof. Let's see. Sounds like a job for the Company of Heroes. Oh, right, the Company of Heroes that no longer exists. Let's recruit the Yellow Jackets to the cause. Nah, they're more like the local police. They're not going to be of help. Might we turn to the 3 great pirate powers for aid? As it happens, I've already enlisted the Executioners, the Krakens, and the Sirens to the cause. They've done much to bolster the Maelstrom's efforts to scour the seas for the Blasphemy. So if we're to seek reinforcements, we will have to turn elsewhere. But to whom? Well, I guess we can look at the Yellow Jackets. The Yellow Jackets are spread thin, keeping the coast safe from the crushing tide in their raids. We cannot afford to dilute their ranks any further. Oh, jeez. I guess the Company of Heroes? The Company of Heroes? Well, that's a name I have not heard in some time. It is true that they answered the call many a time. Indeed, other than you and yours, they are arguably none better suited to the task of primal slaying. Oh god, are we going to actually get the old crew back together? The original primal hunter crew? Holy shit. That they disbanded over 5 years ago. Neither hide nor hair has been seen of their commander since. Aye, absent their leader, I suspect they will be reluctant to join our cause. And yet, I can think of no better option. I'll contact Westgate, their erstwhile commander's right-hand man, and see if he will hear us out. We'll ask him to meet us at the Drowning Wench. Let's hope he is receptive to our offer. Noel, might I trust you and your brothers to continue the search for the Blasphemy in the meantime?
But of course, Admiral. Should we discover anything, you will be the first to know.
Oh man, are we actually gonna get the old heroes back together? Holy shit. Way outside the Drowning Wench. Oh man. Let's see. Oh god. Okay. Oh, yep. Aft castle, of course. It's always the aft castle. It's always traveling to the aft castle. It's like the first, unless you have like a job that you have to check in for, it's always the aft castle. It's always near the aft castle. I always thought this city was really interesting because it's literally just built right on top of the ocean, like straight up. It really is a marvel of engineering. Let's see. Ah. There we are. Do 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 do. My apologies for the delay. Huh. So you are alone then? Oh shit. Hello. Did we actually get Well, looky here. There's a face I haven't seen in a long while. Yo! Hey, we got the whole crew! Oh, fuck yeah! So, here's the thing. During A Realm Reborn, there's a series of quests there's like story quests that you have to go through, where you have to go through each and every one of the original Company of Heroes members to kind of prove that you're able to take on the Primal Titan. So I love that they're bringing them back here. I love that they're bringing them back. Holy shit. Could someone explain what this is all about? Believe it or not, I am a respectable man with respectable obligations these days.
Take that pole arm out of your arse, old friend, and stop pretending you're not still a murderous bastard at heart.
Watch that wicked tongue of yours, Uod. Yeah, trying to figure pronunciation. Names. Lest I skewer it and prove you right. Nothing like a reunion with dear companions over a bottle of the wench's finest vintage. That is why we're here, right?
Long time no eye catch up, blinders. Brayflox's tummy tickled to see Gobby friends again.
Thank you for assembling on such short notice.
Spare us the pleasantries, Admiral. Why are we here?
I make a simple request. Reform the Company of Heroes and lend Limsa Lominsa your strength. Yeah.
You have a reason, I'm sure. I would hear it.
So long story short, shit's fucked. Shit is really fucked. So there you have it. A terrible fiend known as a Blasphemy prowls our seas, transforming the Sahagin into ravening beasts. At the same time, the Sahagin themselves, specifically a hostile faction calling themselves the Crushing Tide, had declared their intention to summon Leviathan anew. Should they succeed, we would be hard-pressed to deal with the Primal while still dealing with the other threats.
A right pickle indeed. But the answer is no. The commander disbanded the company, and as his first mate, it's not my place to gainsay his final order.
Saw that, I say. Have you forgotten our company's creed? The duty of the strong is to protect the weak. All the people now in danger are not the same men and women we fought to defend years ago. The commander would not have turned his back on them, and neither should we.
Bold words, Londonel. Do you truly believe that we can honor them as we are? Old mercenaries past their prime, lacking the commander whose wisdom and prowess saw them to glory once upon a time.
Yeah, and one of your members is literally blind. Yeah, the Lalafell, yeah, he's actually blind. He was blinded in an attack in one of their last jobs. Ah, yes, your commander. What if Calamites were to lead you in his stead? Wait, what? Excuse me? Nani? Hold the fuck up. Wait, why are you putting this on me?
An intriguing proposition. I, for one, would not be adverse to serving under such a decorated hero. Gobby friend has goodly head for fighty think and goodly arms for thinky fight.
As a ringing endorsement as any. But I would hear it from the man himself. Do you believe you're capable of leading the company of heroes into battle?
Yeah, Nani indeed. Let's see. I say, if you have the stones to follow me, that is. If you're not so old and withered.
Now that's the confidence I expect from my commander. Very well then, consider us yours to lead. 5 years to the day. Truth be told, I was enjoying the more leisurely life, but when duty calls... Wait, before we proceed, I must ask, have we no way of reaching out to the commander?
Forgotten how he took his leave, have we? Up and vanishing so we could each find our own way, apart from him and the company. I doubt we'll see him again, much as I wish we could. To the matter at hand, the missions you will undertake. First, First, you are to aid us tracking down the blasphemy that roams the sea. Second, you must prevent the Crushing Tide from summoning Leviathan at all costs. Oh, is that all? And here I thought we might get our feet wet with a real challenge. But in all seriousness, we should take care to decide who attends to what.
Sounds like a job for our acting command.
Oh god, so I have to actually assign duties to them? I actually have to assign duties to them, fuck! Oh boy, okay. Right. Here we go. Just get a couple shots of that, because, like, yeah, not every day you can get all of them standing in one spot, you know? Alright.
So if I understand this correctly, we're to bring down this so-called blasphemy. Of course, to do that, we'll need to find the damn thing first. We've also got to prevent the Crushing Tide from summoning their god, Leviathan. Tall order in and of itself. As acting commander, it's your job to decide who will be doing what based on the skills we have to offer. I'd recommend that you start by having a chat with each of us, that you might develop a sense of strengths and weaknesses. Mostly strengths, of course, with the storied veterans under your command.
Oh man, we actually have to fucking plan this shit. Alright. This is interesting. My specialty, you ask? Why, impaling fiends with this lance of mine, of course. The stronger the foe, the better. None are a match for me. It would be folly to waste my talents on dealing with those slippery fishmen. Set me against that so-called blasphemy, and I'll have the thing on a skewer before you can say Merle Bluffiswin. Alright. If he seems really intent on trying to slay this blasphemy, so we'll give him what he wants.
A wise choice! Send Londonel after the Sahagin, and he's like to help them with the summon Leviathan to save his bloodlust.
Ha! Alright.
I will speak plain. I am not some battle-crazed barbarian like Landonel. As Noon of the Oo, a tribe of peerless hunters, I conduct my affairs with discipline and prudence. As such, I know better than any that to rush headlong into battle is rarely the best course of action. Far wiser it is to observe from afar and proceed with caution.
Let's see. Yeah, you might be better, like, trying to prevent the summoning, because since you might be able to keep watch and make sure nothing happens.
Very astute if I do say so myself. There are few better suited to the task of averting needless bloodshed than the famously circumspect Utnun. Jeez. Mikoto names. As you well know, my vision is somewhat lacking these days. I can still defend myself when necessary, but I'd rather it not come to that. My condition also leaves me rather unsuited for scouting and searching. Wasn't always the case, but such is life. On the other hand, I'd like to think I've gotten quite good at sounding out the intentions of others during negotiations and the like. Yeah, definitely working to prevent the summoning. You have a keen sense for these things, I see. More so than reconnaissance or battle, Shamani has a knack for working behind the scenes to see the company's goals achieved.
Alright, 3 of 3.
Rayflax Master, remaker of Illuminati treasures, offers much hand-lending with ingenuity. Far-seen spyglass sees far into ocean deep. Crackfires go boom and blast beasts into spinning pieces.
Oh. Yeah, if you're good with explosions, then yeah, you might be better off going against the blasphemy.
Logical choice if I do say so myself. Rayflax's mastery of tools and armaments are sure to avail you in tracking and felling the beast.
Big booms. We get big booms. Everyone has their assignments. So 2 to prevent the blasphemy and 2 to prevent the summoning. Fuck yeah.
I dare say the choices you have made are nigh impeccable. If I didn't know better, I'd think you've been leading us for years.
I got a knack for these things. And with that, it is time we get to work. I have procured link pearls for one and all, that we can keep each other apprised of our progress. You may pick them up from Maelstrom Command.
We'd best be off then. Should we need to regroup or reconsider our strategy? Call for us.
Alright. I will return to command and share these developments here with the Secretariat and our Sahagin friends. Do join me if you can, Commander Calamite. Oh, gods. I don't know if I can handle this much responsibility. I can barely keep my own shit organized. Oh, man. But, dude, I love getting the fucking old company of heroes back together. That's fucking great. I love that. Calamite. The Admiral has apprised me of the situation in full. Furnish Calamite with a link pearl, yes? Of course, Admiral. It would seem the company is trying to reach us. Oh shit, already? Yeah, excuse me. Oh, ho there, Commander! Just give the word and I'll come running.
Lower your goddamn voice, will you?
Watch your tongue and I'll track you down and rip yours out. Lovely, lovely people. They get along so well. Oh, they sound more like mortal enemies than old companions. That's where Calamite comes in. I'm trusting you to whip them back into shape. Make them a force to be reckoned with. I'll, give it my best shot, I guess. I will have the Secretariat contact you if there are any developments. I would convey them to the entire company by link pearl, but we cannot afford anyone taking reckless action. In the meantime, I will reach out to Noel and see what he has gleaned about the Crushing Tide and their hideout. Let's hope for good tidings, Commander. Jeez. Oh man, I'm a commander? Fuck. Okay, 88. Urgent news. Grave news, Calamite. We just received word that Keep Quay is under attack. Ah, fuck. It would seem the Bleh. Sorry. My words. It would seem the Crushing Tide has struck again. The Admiral asks that you deploy the company of heroes at once. Our man here will act as your signaler. Oh man, going right into the thick of things, huh? Alright. Waiting orders.
Candlebeep Quay! Both Landonel and
That name is, for first name's throwing me off.
Old Noon should be close by. What are your instructions?
Landonel is a hot-headed warrior who lives for the thrill of battle, while Udnun is a calm and calculating hunter. Both can serve you well, but better if assigned to a task suited to their skills. Let's see. Ow. Hey, Ollie Corpse Eater, how you doing? Thank you for swinging by. Hope you're doing well. Howdy, howdy. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good evening. Let's see. Gods. Oh, man, both of these are fucking rough. Let's see. Oh, God. But what order will you give Landonel? Okay, yeah, just go at the Crushing Tide. Just go in. And then Noon, see the residents to safety.
Rest of us will head there at once.
All right. I'll tell the Admiral you and the company of heroes are on your way. Godspeed. All right. So Candlebeep, we can't beep. Candlebeep, jeez. Candlekeep, fuck. Tired but good. How goes the not so Final Fantasy? Going well. Basically, just been kind of a chill evening for the most part. We're looking to try and knock out some role quests for Endwalker. I just did not expect them to be as long as it's been. We're just now getting to like the level 88 quest. Here we go.
Worry not, the tide has already ebbed, if you follow my meaning.
Oh shit, they already took care of it? Damn, that was fast.
Perhaps you're curious how your men carried out your orders. You'll be pleased to hear that Landino led the attack with his characteristic aplomb, dancing amongst his foes with such speed and ferocity that were dizzying to watch.
Look at that fucking smug face.
O'Noon made full use of his talents in leading the rescue effort. Not a single man, woman, or child suffered so much as a scratch.
Fuck yeah.
I had my doubts at first, but you've passed your first trial as acting captain with flying colors.
Hey, happy to be of service. Yeah, everyone seems happy. The battle is over, I see. 'Tis good to see the company of heroes can still live up to its name. I demand answers. Why did you target Candlekeep Quay?
I spit on your questions, filthy Starwalker.
I was hoping we might do this the easy way, but if you insist.
One sec. Yeah, this is definitely putting my vocal cords to the test.
So you would torture us. You Starwalkers are all the same. Savage brutes to love you.
Torture? Please, we are not so uncivilized as that, my slippery friend. Bravelock's shiny treasure will have Fishman trading tongue flaps in no time.
Allow me to explain. Shamani, Lamani, and Bravelocks are well practiced in the art of interrogation. Shamani has a sharp mind, as I'm sure you've noticed, and a knack for getting information out of uncooperative types with a minimum of fuss. Bravelocks, on the other hand, her methods can be unconventional, to say the least, but it's hard to argue with the results. Well, Commander, the choice is yours to make.
That's... To whom will you entrust the interrogation? Shamani Lomani's my man. Bravelocks, I choose you! Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's gonna be a wrong answer in this case. It's just a matter of like what results you want to, what kind of results you want to see. Considering how like stubborn these particular Sagin seem, Bravelocks, I choose you.
If Fishman will not spit out truthy words, Bravelock's treat will have Fishman spitting out something else.
Treat?
What is this? Slow fire! Slow puke like that stank!
Oh no. What the fuck did you... What the fuck?
Jesus Christ!
This is illegal, you know.
Probably a good thing that we can't see it.
Stinky sweet of aged gummy cheese is strong, yes? Makes many nose tickles and stomach turns.
Oh jeez, cheese, old gobby cheese.
Our Finn friend spits something up, all right. Though I'd rather he hadn't.
Right was me, dirty Starwalkers. Just get the foul poison away from me!
Oh jeez. Again, I ask, why did you target Candlekeep Quay? I know, right, Corey? Gabi cheese is apparently very potent.
Thou himself gave the order. Said we must establish a foothold in preparation for our assault on the city.
He means to attack Limsa Lominsa itself. But with your numbers, that would be folly.
Speaking Thou commands far beyond the comprehension of you shorewalkers.
We have dealt with Leviathan before.
You misunderstand. Speaker Thou says there is a greater power still, very thirst being blessed by our blood.
Wait. Oh, no. He's learned to control the blasphemy. Fuck. Tell me where Dao is.
An island far to the south and east. There he performs the rite that will summon forth the Divine One and deliver my brothers Sadai to glory.
Thank you for your cooperation. I suspect that Dao is hiding out somewhere in the Celidaris, a deserted isle, most likely. I don't know much about these so-called blasphemies, but can they truly be tamed so easily? We have no evidence they can, but we must operate under the assumption that Dao has found a way. I will ready a ship. We set for the Sildalis at once. Prepare yourselves and meet me at the docks as soon as you are ready. Oh, damn.
All of Shamani and Bravelox continue the interrogation in the meantime. Our friends here might still be hiding something from us.
Sounds good. Jeez. Alright. Let's see. Oh, wait. Where am I going? Oh, back in Limsa, at the ferry docks. Wait, hold on. Can I, like, just... Where am I at? Oh, that just goes to Western Lanoska. Okay. And that goes to the Wolves' Den. I was gonna say, like, I could take... Oh, no, that's to the PvP area. Never mind. That's to the PvP. Okay, so, yeah. Fastest route. Just teleport back to Limsa. I'm actually surprised how long this is. They actually put quite a bit in here. I feel like the Shadowbringers role quest didn't seem to take, or were a little bit shorter by comparison. I think. Where is? Okay. By the Fisherman's Guild. Yeah, but it's like, so far there's quite a bit of story packed into this. More than I was expecting at the very least. Alright, everyone is here? Good. We make for Sildalis in search of Dao's hideout. Our friend Noel will be waiting for us there. The Blasphemy too may be present. Be vigilant and keep your weapons at the ready. Well, Commander, do you have any words for your men on the eve of battle? Oh, shit. All for one?
Can't say I've heard that motto before. Nor I. At any rate, let's be about it.
Sure. I was hoping for the Three Musketeers reference, but I guess they're not aware of it. Ah, there they are. Oh, nice for it to actually, like, transport us over. We meet again, Dao. Oh, hi, Corey. What's up? What you doing? Corey, hey. What you doing? What you doing, Corey? What you looking for, huh? What you looking for? I don't know if that was audible, but yeah, yeah, I think she's trying to, I don't know what she's doing. She's kind of chilling. She's just kind of chilling for the most part. What you doing, Corey? What you doing? Okay. Come here. Come here, Katie. Oh, nope. I think she wants out, actually. I think she wants out. One sec. Alright. Alright. Corey has been let out of the room. Yeah. Well. Alright. Hold on. Burp. Yeah, gotta get myself back in position. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Pop my back a little bit. Alright. Where is the blasphemy? Tell us now so we may end this madness.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's a big boy. Oh, that's a big boy.
Speak of the bloody devil!
Here it is. Let me, I saw me the way.
The source of our woes. Oh man, we doing this? Wait, oh fuck. Okay, terrible time for a migraine. The echo of all the times. Well, holding off on it. I can fight. Oh, okay, maybe not. Migraine too heavy.
Defend the commander!
Oh fuck. Wait, hold on. Oh god, what's going on? Why no? Why does the echo have to kick in now? Oh wait. Hi?
I bring Wraith tidings by greed. The wretched Endwalker's poison reminds you of my spawn brothers with false words and foul magic. Our poor beguiled brethren renounce Lord Leviathan and name him a false god. They treat him Jalominsa and some even call for an alliance. We must summon him, that the lost might of his blessing anew. This I would gladly do had our stock of crystals not run dry.
Sparring time is nearly upon us, yet you fight and bicker amongst yourselves. How am I to birth a new brood when my children grown stand divided?
Like, down, my dude, you went a little too far with the lead paint. Oh god, it's like, no, it's not even just the lead paint anymore. It's the Kool-Aid mixed in with the lead paint. Oh, jeez. Oh, just like get that fucking Kool-Aid going.
Who dares enter the sacred chamber?
Forgive my intrusion, Queen Mother. I speak for the Sarkin who seek in accord with the Shorewalkers. A new age is upon us. We needn't turn to false gods, nor form in bitterness and bloodshed in our precious spawning grounds. The Shorewalkers have changed. They endeavor to understand us, to share these lands with us, that they may have peace, and we are spawning grounds. Could this be true?
Lies, lies. Do not be deceived by that one's delusions, my queen. He is a heathen who has strayed from Lord Leviathan's light. The Shorewalkers are oathbreakers, now and forevermore. As they extend one hand in friendship, they clutch a dagger in the other. We are beasts in their eyes, deserving of naught but slaughter.
Oh, for a blessed moment I felt the faintest of hope. But you are right now. They are demons, and we are damned. Oh, for woe. Oh, fuck, I think I know where this is going. Oh, for woe, my poor children have lost their faith. Their minds poison my lives. They turn away from the Lord of the world and cast their lot with the enemy.
'Tis so, my queen, 'tis so. We will have no choice but to abandon our sacred spawning grounds and sink to the ocean's floor to rot and decay.
Oh, fuck, he knows exactly what he's doing.
Now, dearest of my children, you tell them that we have no future?
He knows exactly what he's fucking doing. How could... Oh, yep, there it is.
How can I bring new life into this world? I cannot!
And there it is.
What's happening? Please, my queen, you must calm yourself.
Jesus Christ!
Fuck.
Such power, such beauty, a blessing from Lord Leviathan himself.
Yeah. What a strange fellow. Yeah, that's putting it lightly. That's putting it lightly. Okay, migraine over.
So this is a blasphemy, eh? I can see what all the fuss is about.
Have your wits about you? Good. If you can fight, now's the time. Hey, Slime Time, how you doing? Yo, thank you for swinging by. Hope you're doing well. Good timing. We're about to kick this thing's fucking ass. Nope. I do not want to skip the cutscene. Sorry.
Strike now, my queen. Send the shore walkers and their honorless leader to our death!
Oh no, it's powering up. It's powering up. Oh, it's... Wait, what? What the fuck? Is that a... What the fuck was that? What's happening? I can't feel my legs. Hell yeah, bud. Love Final Fantasy XIV. Fuck yeah, you came in at a good time. We're trying to knock out some of the role quests for Endwalker, and shit's kind of taking a turn. This is the melee DPS role quest line.
My mother, are we not your children too?
Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Yeah, she's not even able to recognize her own kin in that state. Oh, she's doing another one. Fuck. Noxious blasphemy farts. Oh, jeez. Damn it. We cannot weather another blow like the last. What the? Hi? Excuse me? I still don't know what in the seven hells just happened, but I'll be damned if I'm going to go down without a fight. Never done the role quest, so I'm sure this will be awesome. Hell yeah, it's definitely picking up. Like, we got the old company of heroes together. Fuck, like, holy shit.
Steady! The beast is feeding on our ether! Will not survive a head-on fight! Landonel! Uda! Remember the company stratagem when faced with overwhelming odds!
Uh-oh. Wait, what?
Retreat! Retreat! Let's get ourselves the bloody hells out of here!
You know what? That's probably not a bad idea. So, who shot that, though? Alright. Worry about that later. Worry about that later. Oh. Hello. Hi. Hello. New face. Huh. Very much a new face. Holy shit. Also, yeah. Yeah. That kind of went south real fast. That went south real fast. Damn it all. We'd have better luck holding back the tide. How goes it, friends? Is what I normally ask, but judging from the muttered cursing, I gather it did not go all that well.
We barely escaped with our lives. To think the damn beast had the power to stop us in our tracks. Literally. What do we know of the creature's origins? Was it once a Sahagin, as you suspected?
Mayhap the echo afforded Calamite some insight. Yeah, so Queen Giant Sahagin Slug Butt, Sahagin Butts, yeah.
Those villainy no snowbound. Sound heat of despair in our Queen Mother's heart that she might transform into that monstrosity.
If she was the first to turn, then there was nothing deliberate about it. Still, it's clear that his words served as a catalyst. If we kill the Blasphemy, it'll be tantamount to killing the Sahagin's queen. That's not going to endear us to them one bit. I mean, she's already murdered several of her own brood, so I think that I think when you explain that kind of situation, I think they'll understand. I'd like to think that they'll understand in that context, you know?
I cannot turn my spear against the mother who birthed me, let alone take her life.
Out of curiosity, did anyone see who fired that shot? Were it not for them, we'd all be dead. I know not, but excuse me. But we must formulate a plan, and quickly. My scouts tell me that the Blasphemy has left the island and now roams the open sea. I will order them to continue the search. In the meantime, we must find a means to overcome the beast's formidable offense.
Leave that to us. Time and again, we've used our wits and experience to triumph over the longest odds. To defeat your enemy, first you must know your enemy. Tell me, Commander, what do you reckon was the most valuable knowledge we gleaned from our initial encounter?
Oh god, you're asking me? I was suffering from a fucking psychic migraine for half of that experience. Jeez. Yeah, surely, you would think, well, considering Null's response, yeah, that might actually be a tougher proposition than I thought. It's like, hey, by the way, your queen is a horrible monstrosity now and is actively killing you, along with everything else. Yeah, that's the thing. So did mention that the Blasphemy had the power to absorb ether, so we gotta find a countermeasure for that.
I concur. Now that we know how the beast disables its foes, we can use this knowledge to devise a proper defense against it. But that is all we have learned. While the Blasphemy can maneuver through the water, it also frequents caves and the like. Our best chance of defeating it would be in such a place.
Our only chance, I dare say. I will send scouts to identify any and all large cabins and coastal areas that could serve as shelter for a massive creature. To ensure the safety of our people, and to have any hope for peace with the Sargin, This is a battle that we must win. All your strength and wisdom will be needed in the days to come. Dismissed! Ooh. Yeah, that escalated quickly. Yeah. I can understand what Null's going through right now. Come, let us share our findings with the Maelstrom. Jeez. Alright. Back to the aft castle. Jeez. Yeah, it feels like the role quests in Endwalker seem to have a lot more packed into them. Despite being, like, more, like, less spread out in terms of, like, level requirements. It feels like they're more involved. Now that we have seen what the Blasphemy is capable of ourselves, 'tis more plain to me than ever that it must be slain. Reach out to all trade ships entering and departing Limsa. Inform them that any sightings of the Blasphemy are to be reported to Maelstrom Command at once. Understood, but given the beast's abilities, how do you intend to overcome it? I trust that the company of heroes and Calamite, experienced primal slayers all, will find a way. And yet I would leave no resource untapped. There is one more whose expertise I would call upon, if he would agree. Even Wiskit is at a loss as to his former commander's whereabouts, but mayhap Einzar could offer some guidance. No doubt you are still fatigued from the battle with the Blasphemy. Pray, rest while you are able. When you are ready to take further action, you will hear from me. Yeah. Alright. Jeez. Probably could have, like, picked up one of my... Well, actually, no. I don't really have another melee DPS that would meet the level requirements. Like, all my other ones are 85 or lower, so yeah. Reaper is the only one I can really do this. So I was like... Although, for the other ones... For the other ones, I imagine I can probably, like, still keep them at, like, maybe... halfway or so to 89... from halfway or so to level 90, and then the role quest would probably cover the rest of that gap. Still figuring that out. Still gonna have to figure that out, to be honest. Ooh, we get some coconut cod chowder. Resigned expression speaks volumes. Oh no. Calamite, I wish I had better news for you, but the Blasphemy continues to elude us. Moshi Mosh.
Can you hear me, Commander? This is Wiskit. I have an idea how we might take down the Blasphemy. Meet me in Costa del Sol as soon as you are able.
Well, that sounds promising. I'll tell the Admiral you'll be away for a bit. Godspeed and stay safe. Alright. Hey, we're going to Costa del Sol. Again, actually been a while since I last... Well... I was gonna say, it's like, I think last time I popped over here, at least on this character, was during one of the summer events. And actually, I think we should be getting a new summer event after probably after the Make It Rains campaign concludes, or at least not long after that.
Apologies for having you come all this way, Calamite. Ever since our encounter with the Blasphemy, I've been racking my brain to find a way of dealing with its debilitating attack. Sadly, I've come up empty-handed, and my companions fare no better. That's when I started thinking, if only our finest was still with us. He always had a knack for noticing what the rest of us missed. His eyes were so sharp he could spot a foe's weakness with a single glance. It's thanks to him that we were able to both slay both Leviathan and Titan, and live to tell the tale. The rub is, well, he's a bit eccentric. And yes, I know you could say that's about all the company members. But unlike us, he prefers to work from the shadows. Truth be told, I've not seen him since the day we disbanded. I doubt he'd help his old comrades even if we asked, but an order from the company's acting commander would be a different story. In our heyday, we had a way of reaching him. Whistle at the forked road, and sooner or later he'd show himself. Didn't matter when. Winter or summer, in broad daylight or in the dead of night, he'd always be watching from afar. With any luck, he still is now.
Huh.
I've rambled on enough. Go on now. This may be our best bet, and only hope.
Okay. Just find the fork in the road and just whistle loudly. Alright. Over there. Is he like a... What the fuck? I guess probably a ninja or something? Or maybe with the Thieves Guild? Hello! Ollie oxen free! Ah. Here I was enjoying my retirement. Why'd you have to go and bloody whistle? Oh, hey! Oh, yeah, you from the cave. Oh, yeah, you look like an eccentric. Call me Lawrence. I'm the company's resident sharpshooter. At least, I was in my day. No need to tell me who you are. I've been watching you for quite some time. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm just curious how my former mates are faring. Not as curious as folks were about me, though. First Westgate, then old Miss Beard himself. Ha! As if those codgers could ever catch me. And now yours, your storied hero summons me forth. No need to say why. You're going to ask me to help you take down the blasphemy. Yeah. Have you forgotten the duty of the strong? Ah, that got to him. Never could refuse when someone trotted out those acne words. So tell me, Acting Commander. I'm trying to see if I can figure his accent out. So tell me, Acting Commander, what specific duty would you task me with? I trust you do have a plan. So you need a way to neutralize the beast's most potent attack. I can tell you like getting up close and personal with your foes, so you'll be needing support from a distance. Who do you suppose might be best suited to that role? Let me guess. You. Damn right. My eyes are among keenest in the realm, as ye have doubtless heard from Westgate. In pure marksmanship, none in Limsa are the Admiral's equal. Yet Merlwib is ill-suited for a supporting role. Not for lack of skill, of course, but rather, come to think of it, there's something you should know. Follow me. I'm probably butchering the accent, but it's like, I don't know, it seems kind of like, I don't know, Celtic? Maybe like Welsh? Let's see. Oh, there you are. What's this all about? Yes, that is an island. That's a big-ass fucking gun. Quite the view, wouldn't you say? I've come here to admire the sea. Often come here to admire the sea. If you would, indulge me for a moment, and I'll spin you a yarn. Just try not to doze off. Back in piracy's golden age, the League of Lost Bastards ruled the Rotano. I was one of them, as was Merlwib. We were led by none other than our old man, Blufferson, the most feared captain of the high seas. Feared by his enemies, that is, words. Jeez. Oh, God. Feared by his enemies, that is, stirred and unforgiving though he was, he took me under his wing and showed me the ropes. Aye, it was like a father to me, to us all, till that fateful day. was in the year 1562 of the 6th Astral Era. Lominsan merchantmen were struggling with nigh constant raids by the Sahagin. Round this time, Bluffus had yielded the day-to-day leadership of the bastards to Millweb, his pride and joy. He was still growing into the role, though, and everyone knew the old captain was still calling the shots. Old Bluffus had a noble streak, he did, ordered us to defend the traders from the fishbacks. Millweb led the effort, and we fought day after day to keep the seas safe. The fighting was fierce, but we always came out of it in one piece, until we didn't. Until after a skirmish, a Sahakin survivor, with his last breath, summoned forth the Lord of the World. The great beast toppled our masts and cracked the keel like an egg. We clambered aboard the merchantmen as our own ship sank, not to do but wait for the end. But then comes Bluffus and his bleeding flotilla out of nowhere to pull us out of the fire. And he did. But the League of Lost Bastards would never be the same again. For even though we did escape with our lives, we soon discovered that Captain Bluffus, our iron-willed, unwavering leader, had fallen under Leviathan's thrall. Oh. Of course, in those days, we didn't know much about drowning or tempering. Didn't know what to make of our captain as he grew more haggard by the day. His words devolving into crazed rambling. Then one day he vanishes, taking off without our men. Not long after, a band of pirates calling themselves the Serpent Reavers began taking prizes in the Indigo Deep alongside the Sahagin. At their helm was none other than Captain Bluffus, who'd cast his lot with the fishbacks. Willowweb knew what had to be done, and to her credit, she didn't shirk from the deed. She acted quickly, sneaking off under cover of night with a skeleton crew without so much as telling me. Of course, that didn't stop me from stowing myself in the cargo hold and joining her on the voyage. She was none too happy to see me at first, wanting to leave me out of it, she said. Seeing as I made myself known when she was struggling to fend off a horde of reavers and fishbacks, it wasn't hard to win her over. Her twin muskets fell in one after the next. As my sharpshooting kept her safe from afar, we cut a path to the center of the isle. It was there we found Bluffus, or rather, the miserable wretch he'd been reduced to, all bones with skin shriveled and a tangled mat of white hair, eyes bulging from his head like a fish as he prayed to the Lord of the World. Whirlwhip challenged him to a duel, and a dim memory must have flickered in his drowned mind, for he accepted. And so, with only me there to witness it, Whirlwhip ended her father's life. Oh, wait. Oof, that's rough. The League of Lost Bastards would have lived up to its name if it weren't for Merlib. She assumed full command and restored us to our former glory. Not long after, she triumphed in the Trident and was named Chief Admiral of Limsa Lominsa. I often think back upon that day, seeing her charge into battle, muskets blazing. Might seem reckless to some, but that's how Captain Bluffus taught her, and she knows no other way. That's why I made it my job to support her from the shadows. And it's a role in which I'll happily serve again. I owe that much to her old man. My only doubt was whether you, my friend, were worthy of commanding me. But watching you from afar has answered that question. Aye, tell Wisket and the rest of my no-good companions that Lawrence stands with them. Well. Damn. I was not expecting that kind of a tale. Was not expecting that kind of a tale. But hey, we got an extra little bit of support on our side, so that might help. That might be the determining factor. Yep.
Did Lawrence show himself?
Surprisingly enough, yes. and weaved quite the tale.
Ah, now there's a surprise. I had some hope your words might reach him, but never did I imagine he would agree so readily. Ah, just one thing, Calamite. I'd appreciate if you didn't mention Lawrence's involvement to the company. Londonell in particular. They'll find out soon enough regardless.
Imagine one way or another, but I'm assuming there's a lot of beef between them.
At any rate, this gives us new hope in our battle against the Blasphemy. All that remains is to set the snare and lure the beast into our clutches. Our scouts are on the lookout for the creature as we speak. If the latest reports be believed, we are drawing ever closer. And with that, I'd best get back to it. Can I trust you to report these latest developments to the Maelstrom? Then, till we meet again, Commander.
Okay, no combat this time, but we did get some interesting new developments. Yeah, I grossly underestimated how long wildly underestimated how long a single role quest line was going to take. Because, we're just now finishing up the level 89 quest, and we're 2 hours into the stream. It's interesting. I wasn't expecting there to be so much story packed into this. Shit. Okay, well, fuck. I bumped my mic. I went to scratch my ear, and I bumped my mic. Shit, fuck, ass. Hold on. Okay. Hello! There we go. The search for the Blasphemy continues, though I understand you've been carrying out an entirely different investigation. Yeah, we got a little bit of extra help. A marksman by the name of Lawrence, eh? The Admiral will be pleased. Of course, we won't have much call for his skills until the Blasphemy is found. Rest well, and prepare yourself as necessary in the meantime. Lawrence. Why does that ring a bell? Oh? Okay, neck. Sorry. Alright. Here we go. Level 90. Ooh. Number of materia. Okay. Appears to be visibly dismayed. Despite our best efforts, the Blasphemy continues to elude us. For the time being, we...
Sorry to interrupt, but I have an incoming communication from Westgate. Commander, we've snared ourselves a Blasphemy. We've our erstwhile companion Riol to thank. Knowing that the creature was once the Sahagin Queen, he kept a close eye on the spawning grounds. Sure enough, he spied a massive black shadow moving beneath the water not long ago. After receiving word, Shamani Lomani directed the Maelstrom warships to the vicinity to herd the beast with cannon fire into the Satasha Sea Grot. Isolated as the Sea Grot is, we can engage...
Actually, hold on. Do I have a sound filter for this? I just realized if this is going... here we go.
Isolated as the Sea Grot is, we can engage our foe without putting small folk at risk. Any words for your men, Commander?
I was going to say, I have a radio filter for this, don't I? I thought I did. There we go.
The duty of the strong is to protect the weak. You don't have to tell me twice. I've been aching for a rematch. Rush in blindly and it will go as poorly for you as it did the first time.
Ha! Knowing you, I'm sure you'll show up just in time to see me deal the killing blow. Now, can we not save our vitriol for the quarry, which I've lured to the perfect spot that is now waiting patiently for all of you to put it out of its misery?
Brayflox's gobby booms blast over Big Blasphemy into bitty pieces.
A motley crew you'll never find, but will serve you well when the battle is joined, believe you me.
This is Miralib. I will ready a warship at once. Assemble outside the winch once you've all seen to your preparations. Alright, let's fucking go. So, the time has come. I shall pray for your victory. Alright, let's fucking do this. Oh, actually, right over at the original meeting spot. Zoom, zoom, zoom! And whooshoo! Just a little extra zoomy. Extra little zoomies. Ah, yeah. Yep, this is a solo instance. This is indeed a solo instance. The others should be along soon. Here we go. Commence battle to calmer seas. If you're above the maximum level allowed, it'll be synced. I'm level 550. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, we can get that easy.
Oh yeah, music kicking in.
The Blasphemy is still contained within the Satasha Sea Grot. There it will meet its end, navigator willing.
Would that my brothers and I could join you in the fight, and yet blasphemous though it may be, that beast was once our mother.
I understand, Noel. Forgive us for what we must do. Were there a means to reverse the transformation, we would do all in our power to bring your mother back. Sadly, there's nothing left of her to save. For the future of the Sahagin and Limsa Luminsa alike, the blasphemy must be laid to rest. And when the deed is done, I would bring your brothers, even the crushing tide, aboard the great ship we call the Vilbrand. I do not want to slay your mother, but this thing she has become, a mindless beast who would enslave and kill her own, is an affront to the memory of who she was. It is not her. It is not. Remember this always. You must. I will not ask you to shoulder the burden of matricide. When the time comes to strike the final blow, I will do the deed.
Admiral, all you say is true, and yet...
Hold that thought. Commander, I've sighted a group of fishbacks, crushing tide most like, heading straight for the sea grot. You'd best make your way there, and fast.
Time to move out then. Any words for your men before we set sail?
Let's see. Just don't go dying on me out there.
Our new commander sounded more and more like the old one.
I will take that as a compliment.
But enough talk. It's time to show the realm that the company of heroes hasn't lost a step.
Hell yeah, let's fucking go. Sorry, finishing off my tea. We'll stand a better chance of slipping past the crushing tide if we split up. Calamite and I will go to the other, while the rest of you take a different route. Let us brook no further delay. To Satasha! Alright. Let's fucking do this. Oh.
My queen, I beg of you, pray show your youngest son mercy!
Oh, you realizing you fucked up now? Now you're realizing you fucked up? Now you fucked up! Now you fucked up! Now you oh. Now you fucked up! Now you fucked up! Now you fucked up! Oh, fuck. Wrong button. That was supposed to be the screenshot button. It's Tao. What's left of him. So,
Speaking Tao, why is your green goose let us in?
oh my god, damn it. Are you, oh, yeah, now you're figuring it out.
It allows so much to say. What we thought the blessing is includes a terrible curse. We must away at once. Leave the Stormwalker to face the Queen alone. No, I was now.
Oh, wow. They actually have renewed... new... What's the word? Resolve. Renewed resolve. There we go. You mustn't sully your hands with the blood of your mother. Go and be with your kin. Go!
Forgive me.
Yeah, probably best if they sit this one out. Oh, hey, Lawrence. Glad you could join us. I was beginning to think you had wandered off a cliff, Lawrence. Let's just say it like that. I prefer to think of myself as fashionably late. Alright. But enough talk. It comes!
Hey, phrasing!
Fucking cyberpunk music plays. Alright. Let's do this. Everything synced. Lawrence the Eagle-Eyed and Admiral Blufiswin. Yeah, as long as Lawrence can take out as long as Lawrence can take out those little energy balls. Oh, he's actually got locked. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we fucking go. Oh, it didn't like... Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm still locked in... Oh. Reckon you can do it too. Alright. So start taking out... Yep, start taking out these things. Oh, I gotta hit them from the front. Okay. Got it. Okay, right. So I guess... So the front ends are like the marked weak points. Fuck. Okay. Not too bad. Not terribly bad. Okay. Same. Alright. Second verse, same as the first. Alright. Did we get it? There we go. That time we got it. Alright. Shield up. What is that? What is it doing? Uh-oh. Okay, yep, avoid that. Definitely avoid that. Endangered flare. Oh, gods! No, wait, why are you coming to me? Lawrence, why are you coming to me? Okay. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Jeez. Right, unfortunately, I can't directly tell them what direction they need to go in. They'll kind of just act on their own accord, unfortunately. Jeez. That's a lot of damage being thrown out here. Yeah, basically just trying to build up as much blue meter as I can at the moment. Oh, it spoke. Oh, okay, add phase. Add phase. All right. Yep, I can pop it here. Oh, it's back. Oh, geez, more ads. Fuck. Oh, shit. Here we go. We got backup. We got backup. Oh, yeah. Now the real fun begins. Alright. Alright. See if I can at least mark them. Try and get some benefits of that. Alright. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go! Okay, and we have a proper tank this time. We have a proper tank this time. That works. That works. There we go. You're in my sights. Uh-oh, more flares. Oh, jeez. Okay, hold on. Get in position. Oh, yeah. All right. There we go. All right. Jeez. Yeah, this thing is not an easy fight. There we go. Oh, fuck. Shit. Okay. All right. We're good. Oh yeah. Yep. Pop circle. Fuck. Okay. Absorbing. Ah, fucking hell. Harvest. Yeah, this is gonna be dicey. Shit. Oh, gotta get in here. 10 seconds of extinction flare. Hell yeah. Okay, limit break. Jeez, yeah, these things are tough. Another extinction flare? Jeez. Oh my god! Jeez! That's a lot of fucking damage. Oh no. Oh yeah, that's a lot of ether. That's a lot of ether. No! Yo! The cavalry's arrived! Hell yeah! Seize blessing! Oh! The cavalry has arrived! Hell yeah! Let's fucking go! That's more like it! No. Oh, split dual limit break! Oh, dual limit break! Alright, now it's time for me to go all out. There we go! Fuck yeah! Woo! Oh man, the Sahagin coming in at the last possible moment. A united front. I will not ask for your forgiveness, but this I promise. You will be remembered for the mother you were.
Admiral, I have no words. Our Queen Mother returns to the depths in eternal slumber. With your strength, you could have crushed us easily. Why did you spare our lives?
The beasts and blasphemies are born from the despair in our hearts, but no more. I would break the cycle. Though Dao may have been blind to it, I believe in a future where Sahagin and Luminson live in harmony. Even after losing who she was, your queen made for your spawning grounds, and it is there she drew her last breath. When your next queen is crowned, know that she will have a safe place to raise her young. Once you have selected a suitable location, Limsa Lominsa will recognize and honor your claim.
I promise truly we are grateful, Admiral. But what of the other peoples of Verbrand?
The kobolds are open to the idea. The details will need to be negotiated, but I am confident we can reach an agreement. Sahagin, Kobold, and Lominson alike yearn to abide in peace. We can make it so.
I have never fought alongside Shorewalkers before, but I must say, it feels good. We have fought our neighbors for generations. It has one us only suffering and tragedy. I beg of you, lay down your spears.
'Twill take time and effort to bridge the gulf between our peoples, but bridge it we shall. He's trying to fucking sneak off. Ah, not this time. I dare say we have a lot of talking to do as well. Don't... What? 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 That's your fucking commander? That's your commander. Come again? Landonel, if you'd just allow me to explain. Oh, so that explains why he just kind of fucks off, I guess. I guess he just hates being the center of attention. Let's be off before they drag us into this mess. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Hey, look at this. Everyone's back. Oh. Yeah, thanks for... Yeah, fucking hell yeah on the Sahagin coming in at the last second. Oh. Wasn't slacking off, that's what you're implying. Who invited this bloody bastard? Hey, Lawrence. Or should I say, Commander. Perfect timing, acting commander. You must save me from this bloodthirsty bastard. Well, Lawrence, let's hear your excuse. That better be a good one. Why in the seven hells were you skulking about in the shadows while we did all the dirty work? Like you'd not be any happier if I'd showed myself sooner. I can hear you whining now. What, you didn't think we'd handle this on our own? I'd be bloody furious regardless. Don't think I've forgotten what happened, or rather, didn't happen on the day of our duel. Even though the future of the company hung in the balance, I waited and waited and waited some goddamned more, and still you never turned up. But I've got you now, and I will have satisfaction.
Given Lorne's penchant for late arrivals, I couldn't help but worry too. To say he cut it fine would be an understatement.
And not by choice, as usual. My scouts observed him roaming near Costa del Sol not long ago. It would seem our commander's woeful sense of direction has not improved in the least. I'm honestly surprised you never realized, Landonel, but that was to blame for his extreme tardiness. That the commander did indeed arrive at the agreed-upon location for your duel after the sun had risen and set half a dozen times. Oh, wow, so for all of his skill, he's just incredibly bad with directions. Worse than me. Worse than me, apparently. Oh, navigator, take me. Shamani, you promised that would stay between the two of us. Brave Locks. You have a kind word or two for your old commander, don't you? Commander Lawrence, commander no more. New commander, friend to gobbies everywhere. Does many sweat works for gobby kind. Well, this is awkward. And there I thought you were too much of a coward to face me in battle. Calm now, Landonel. You know better me better than. Oh shit.
Then settled! We fight here and now! On your guard!
Put that thing down, I say! You could hurt someone with that! What the fuck is this crew? Besides, we're in the middle of a fucking city. I don't think it's gonna go well with the local authorities.
Hard to believe he was once the glue that held this merry band together. That's right. If you hadn't realized the obvious, Lawrence is our former commander. Forgive me for not stating it plainly sooner. I didn't want you to think we doubted your leadership. He's got his quirks, but as you saw, he's a force of nature on the battlefield.
I will take your word for it.
Anyhow, I think we can all say your stint as acting commander has been a rousing success. Now I reckon it's about time you gave your final order.
Company of heroes can't band break once more? Brave Flocks never liked partying with gobby friends. Here. I may have my complaints, but when we're together, a good fight's never far away. You hardly need a company or commander to get you that. And should Limsa again be imperiled, there's nothing stopping us from rising to the occasion. Till then, you're all strong enough in your own right. Why not serve the weak in your own ways? I guess everyone's just like silently agreeing. Okay. Oh, I actually have to talk with everyone one last time. Alright, fair enough. Actually, hold on. One more shot of this entire fucking crew. There we go. Actually, better angle. There we go. Oh, jeez. Alright. I've had quite the turn of duty, but all good things must come to an end. Any parting words before we go our separate ways? Oh, give Gegaruju my regards. You can see some semblance of peace again. Much peace as a man can enjoy waiting hand and foot on the Lord of Costa del Sol. Good. Safe travels. Might as well just go down the list. Return to the whales and keep them. Return to the whalers and keep the murdering to a minimum. While I enjoyed the version, I know as well as that any true place in Gridania is in Gridania leading a respectable life. 12 is my witness. I hope to fight by your side again. Jeez. Yeah, control that murder boner. Please, just do something to control that murder boner. Speaking of boners, you need to go back to your fucking, like your harem. Look after the you, brave Noon. I have responsibilities. Tribe wants my guidance and protection. Can ill afford to tarry much longer. For all the frauds, of which they have many, they are my companions. Aww. Alright. You owe me a bottle of your finest Bacchus. I mean to return the wine pour as soon as I've tied up a few final loose ends. Always preferred the older vintages. Left to sleep in their barrels for many a summer. They come out tasting better than ever. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, start your own wine company. Go for it. And Brave Flux. No more cheese wars. Please. Please. For the love of the 12. Except Uplander's bossy words. Good times will come again. When they do, new boomsticks will bring blasty doom with much fastness. Oh, man. Alright, Lawrence. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. And the posture check. Oh, boy. Yeah, I needed that one. Oh, fuck. Oh, jeez. Oh, fuck. Oh, I needed that one. Oh, I needed that one. I needed that. Ugh. Whew, that felt good. Bedtime for me. Night, my dude. Have a good one. No worries. Have a good sleep, and thank you for hanging out. I'll probably... Yeah, it's been 2.5 hours. Yeah, I'll probably, like, do a couple things after this, and then we'll call it. And then we'll call it. But you have a good night, have a good sleep, and take care. And on that note, I have to be on my way. Slipping again now. Oh, slipping away again, are we? You are a creature of habit. Oh. Oh, you're not going anywhere this time, buddy. I resented you for it at the time, you know, but I think I understand now. Better to shun fame and not serve as an example for glory seekers too eager to fight and too quick to die. You're overthinking it. I'm a creature of whimsy, a man who lets the tailwind carry him where it will. But more importantly, this new age belongs to the new blood. I've had my day in the sun. If you succeed in brokering peace with beastmen, there'll be no need to worry about primals. And the company can go into permanent retirement. Then I can say I did right by the old man. If you hadn't been there for us both, I don't know if I could have pulled the trigger. Thank you, Lawrence. Brother. Ah, I did nothing. It was you who shouldered Captain Bluffless's burden, and that of the entire League. I'm sorry, Merlewib. I know it hasn't been easy for you. But I dare say you've worked hard enough. Maybe us company folk aren't the only ones in need of a retirement. Ah, but I've said too much. Lawrence holding his tongue. Gods, you have changed. But yes, my greatest test as Admiral still lies ahead, as we steer the great ship Vilbrand towards a new future. You truly are your father's daughter. I owe you my thanks too. Dare say you did almost as good a job as keeping my men to task as I could have done. I appreciate that. Call it a hunch, but something tells me our paths may cross again. But forgive me if I carry on like I've never seen you before. Not unlike my old friend Miss Beard, I prefer to keep my past in the past. With that, I'm off. Take care of yourselves. Is he gonna show up in the other role quest lines? Curious. Ah, man. Lot of threads we need to tie up.
The blasphemy is no more, but we will never know lasting peace until the crushing tide agrees to lay down their arms. It will be a daunting task, but as we saw in Satasha, they are not beyond reason. I will do all in my power to see that your efforts and the sacrifices of my brothers were not in vain. Okay, Buck. Even after being freed from Foshgod's thrall, still we clung to our hateful beliefs. It was easier to hearken to Speaker Dow's every word and turn a blind eye to the harsh truth. Easier and cowardly. I will return and speak with my brothers of the crushing tide. I will tell them of our Queen Mother's sacrifice and the vision of hope you have shared with us. I ask only that you give us time and trust us to make our own decision. You have my word. If you want not to be adverse, let us return to the spawning grounds together. Adventurer, I have no words to express my gratitude to you. I will repay you the only way I know how, by doing my part to usher in an age where Shorewalker and Sahagin stand as one.
Good luck on that. Oh, hey, Midnight. What you doing? Hello. What you up to, huh? What you doing? Hello, Midnight. Just us now, it would seem. Yeah, yep, just us. Just us. So, wanna grab some lunch? Get something get a drink? Hang out? No? Just hang out? Ever since we achieved a measure of peace with the kobolds, I prayed that this day would come. Though it is, of course, only a beginning. Negotiations must be held, and words exchanged in earnest will invariably lead to flared tempers and bruised egos. Such things always accompany meaningful progress. The history of Vilbrand is one of bloodshed, but we have the power to change our ways. After all, it is clear we are united more by our similarities than we are divided by our differences. I will share what I have seen of the Sahagin with my fellow Lominsans and listen closely to their doubts and concerns. For it must be harmony not foisted upon them but from above. Not foisted upon them from above, but one which they aspire to of their own free will. No doubt Noel and his brothers feel the same. Again, you have come to Limsa's aid. My aid, at a time we needed it most. When we next meet, I hope 'twill not be as admiral and adventurer, but as friends. Mayhap trading war stories over ales at the winch. Hell yeah! Oh, fuck yeah. Hit me up anytime. But for now, I must return to my duties. Drafting reports and decrees is hardly the most exciting part of my role, but it is a necessary one. If you happen to pass through Ratat Han, pray, share your exploits with our delegate there. Doubtless he will be interested to hear your first-hand account. Alright. Back to Ratat Han. One day I will lay down these muskets of mine for good. But not yet, Father. Not yet. Jeez. Imagine losing imagine losing the person that raised you to fucking primal influence and having to take them down in a duel. Jeez. Alright. Back to Ratat. Yeah, we're actually like closing in on the 3-hour mark, so once we turn this in, I'll check a couple things and yeah, we'll call it a night. I was surprised how long this took, actually. Now I know for later on. Well, now that we know how long these quests can be, we can kind of plan better. We can plan around it better. All right, sup? Your hair still does not fit you. I'm sorry. You need to do something about that hair. Like it just looks weird on you. Like it does not work for you at all. I'm sorry.
Extraordinary. And a chance at peace with the Saugin. These are heartening tidings indeed. Without a doubt, you have helped to dispel the pall of despair that once hung over all Vilbrand. Our people now bask in newfound hope. I must share the news with the others. Full glad will they be to hear that the threat to Limsa Lominsa is no more. Thank you again, my friend.
Oh shit! You can now dye the job-specific gear for level 90 melee DPS. Oh fuck yeah! I can dye the job gear. Fuck yeah! Hell yeah! I think I put it all. I think I must have put it all in storage. But shit! Oh hell yeah! And we got some tier 9 materia to burn as well. All right, that's one down. All right, one down. Yeah, 4 more to go. Oh, and if they all take 3 hours apiece, yeah, definitely gonna have to plan a little bit around that. So it seems like each of these streams will probably end up being dedicated to. That's for the Hildebrand quest line. That's for the Hildebrand quest line. I want to try and get Emot, Atera, and Soul back on for another segment of Hildebrand. Because I'd feel bad starting the new chapters before we get through the old ones. And we have a lot to go through as well. We have a lot to go through. I mean, I could always go through them on my own. And then, like, if we ever get to that point, then I can stream it. But I don't know. I'm not really sure. I haven't quite figured out what we can do. Because, like, I definitely want to try and get them back on at some point for more Hildebrand shenanigans. It's just been there's been a lot going on on all fronts. Everyone's really kind of been busy with their own thing. Okay, so let me just check which one. I was gonna do Black Mage next, since that's I consider that my second most proficient class. God, it's been a while since I actually did Black Mage though. Okay, so this delegate would be our next contact for magical DPS. Alright, so good to know for next time. I'm gonna have to, like, fucking refresh myself on how to actually how I need to play Black Mage, because yeah, Endwalker changed a number of things as well. So yeah, may need to refresh myself on some things before I go into that, just so I not like futzing about all over the place. Yeah, and we got amplifiers. Amplifier. There's like ones like what's a lot? Aspect mastery. Okay, adds a paradox marker to elemental gauge. Made active after reaching Astral Fire 3, then swapping to the opposite element. Can also be made active upon reaching Umbral Ice 3, gaining 3 Umbral Hearts, then swapping to the opposite element. Okay. Blizzard and Fire become Paradox when the Paradox marker is made active. And yeah, there it is. Yeah, unaspected damage with a potency of 500. Oh, jeez. Refreshes duration of Astral Fire, 40% chance to grant Fire Starter. Next Fire 3 will require no time to cast. Okay, so requires no MP to cast and refreshes the duration of Umbral Ice. Jeez, yeah. Yeah, so it's like that's the ideal. That's the ideal what I want to get to. Yeah, and then eventually get into Amplifier as well. Can only be executed under the effect of Astral Fire or Umbral Ice. Like, imagine just having like 3 Polyglot pips, meaning you can do like 3 Xenoglosses in a row, or 3 Fouls in a row, or oh god, that's gonna be wild to mess with. But yeah, I don't know when we'll do this next. But yeah, next time we do the Brawl quests, we'll do magical DPS next. Cause yeah, I don't really know, like, cause like the next couple weeks are gonna be pretty busy for me. Next couple weeks are gonna be pretty busy. I'll try to find some way of fitting this in, but it was just fun. It was fun. It was like nice and chill. Get some voice acting practice. Get to see some cool story beats, and yeah, we'll definitely pick this up another time.